Welcome everybody to Draemn and StarCraft 2 for everyone else tournament. Today we have HOOG versus Echthros, Random versus Terran, and co-casted with my buddy Dylan. And who's going to be the one going down today in their first match in the round of 8? Watch out and find out as we go through these 3 exciting matches in this round of 8 match between HOOG and Echthros. I think you click on it 3 times. Yeah, the cow level. Okay, it looks like as if we will be starting soon. Echthros has just said that he's ready. I think, just going to confirm that. HOOG is definitely ready. I'm just waiting. Okay, there we go. We will start the countdown now. So what did you think of that last game, Dylan?
I felt that HOOG was too weight in his micro for his Ravens.
He was which? Say that again?
HOOG, he was a bit slow in microing his Ravens.
Yeah, definitely his Raven micro could have been a lot better, especially when he parked them over the opponent's army. And oh, look at this, getting Zerg. Will he choose to go? No, he's not going to go for that 6 pool, using that advantage of his race.
I wonder if the Terran will get scared if he doesn't scout.
Scared of what? Would you expect?
A 6 pool.
He doesn't know this is random. He's playing against random players, so he has no clue what he has spawned as yet. It'll be interesting to see if...
Oh, so this should be...
Yeah.
This should be quite interesting then.
Yeah, if HOOG had gone for a 6 pool, this would have been completely unknown and probably wouldn't have been scouted in time based on Echthros' previous game. I'm really going to watch this Overlord of HOOG, and I'm going to see if he pulls it away just before Echthros can see it so he doesn't give away that advantage of his race and position. He's sending the Overlord in a little bit high, so it definitely looks like as if he plans to do that.
Echthros can't see
Oh, no, and he does bring the Overlord in. So he gives away his position as well as his race. Yeah. Too bad. I would have liked to have seen him kept that advantage, but as we can see, HOOG's strength is not necessarily in his micro, but more in his impressive macro over Echthros.
Their scouts pass each other.
Yep. A little bit of a... I didn't watch to see if they high-five, but looks like they did. HOOG being very good at sending out his overlords to have very good vision around the entire map. Looks like that SCV is really going to try and deny that early hatch, but no, a little bit late on turning around there. It does not deny that early match. Yeah, I'd have to say, in that last game that we were watching against these 2 players, I would say definitely Echthros. He was really ahead for a little bit, but he just lost that 1 engagement. He did not have enough Marines against those 2 Hellions and 5 Marines. I would say that little engagement probably is what lost him the game. Of course, that he could have come back from that. He almost did, but he lost a couple more engagements in that manner, especially when he had that little Marine Marauder force out in the map, and they just got completely surprised and completely wiped out right after. And that was the point after he had built his 2 bunkers. Oh, we're gonna see some. Oh yeah, we're seeing a bunker going down. Did you catch that? Bunker at the expansion, and those the drones are coming out, and they're not going to get there in time. Oh, this is going to be really hard. And is he going to have all 5 drones attack that bunker? The SCV getting in there. And what is he going to do? Yeah. Oh, yes, this is exactly what you want to do. You want to keep that Marine from getting in the bunker. Whatever you do. Oh, yes, and he picks off the Marine. That is huge. But can he get the second Marine that's coming in? We will see. And he's building...
I thought it was the 3rd Marine.
Yep. Oh, a 3rd Marine as well? Yeah, I see it on the bottom map. And there we go. Oh, intercepting again. But I think he's been out-microed this time. And oh, that Marine is definitely getting in that bunker. This is not good. Spine Crawler going up. Very good. I would have liked to have seen that sooner, though. We see a couple Zerglings coming out as a response. We'll soon have 6 Zerglings on the field. Can he intercept this other Marine? That would be big. No, he cannot.
It's kind of like a game of football.
Oh, and he does intercept that Marine. Just barely. Oh, those Zerglings standing a little too close. Not on hold position. There we go, backing up just a tiny bit. Of course, oh, a little bit of chat there. And yeah, Echthros making a big mistake, just rallying more units there without proper micro. These Zerglings are just getting free kills. What is that, the 4th Marine that's gone down? No, just the 3rd.
Yep.
There we go.
I think HOOG used to go for the speed upgrade.
Well, you know what? There's actually a new style of Zerg coming out from Spanishiwa where you do not get your gas until closer to 40 supply, and the bunker goes down, and HOOG now is in a very, very good position. His opponent, just putting out his 2nd barracks, does not have a wall off, and if we look at the supply count, he has been cutting a lot of workers for this early aggression. So this is not good. His macro, he has let it slip a lot while trying to do that early aggression. Looks like as if Echthros will be losing yet another game, but it's too early to call that for sure because there's still a lot of time left for him to get back into this game. So how do you feel about that bunker play and how it turned out? Do you think that it was more of a miss micro, or just that it just wasn't meant to happen?
I think that he focused too much on his bunker, not enough on expanding his base and his economy.
Yep, definitely he really, really slipped on that macro. That was a huge mistake. And it looks like as if HOOG is going to be trying some form of Spanishiwa style of play. Not as refined as our pro-level player, but definitely you can see he delayed all of his gas and then got 4 gas at the exact same time. And that is basically the new Zerg way to play from Spanishiwa. Heavy infestor play going into Ultralisk. If this game goes on into a late macro game, this should be extremely exciting to watch. Have you seen Spanishiwa's style or any of his games?
Not yet.
Okay, they're definitely worth watching. If you're a Zerg player or a Zerg fan, I know Zerg's been not feeling a lot of love lately, and oh my god, we can see these Zerg...
Echthros is way...
What?
Echthros is way behind in Harvesters. He only has 17 to 32.
Yeah, we can see those Zerglings though taking out the units on the map. Echthros a little annoyed at that miss micro. Really though, I'd like to see him float off this barracks that doesn't have the add-on, place it in front of his ramp, help with that wall off, because if HOOG chose to attack right now, he could overrun any defenses that there are, potentially win. Echthros though does have that 2nd command center, but he's not doing anything with it, which is a huge mistake. There we go, finally turning into the orbital. And we see a factory coming down. What do you think the build will be for Echthros? Do you have any predictions?
The counter Zerglings with Helions and maybe the Infernal Igniter upgrade.
Oh, look at this, a double Evo chamber and an infestation pit coming out from HOOG. I am certain that we will be seeing some pretty crazy high-level tech. This game will be exciting if it doesn't end too soon. Yeah, I could see the Hellions, but at the same time, I'd like to see siege tanks coming out. We don't see a tech lab yet, and that factory still isn't being selected by Echthros. So right now he's just focusing on those barracks, and there we go. It is a tech lab coming down, and I'm really hoping we'll see... Look at that Zergling denying the expansion from landing. Oh, that's funny. Oh, and yeah, if we just look at the army tab right here, we can see 1,000 to 500, and 60 supply to 31. It's definitely not going to go very well for Echthros if HOOG decides to push that advantage. But HOOG playing very smart, saying I'm just going to get further ahead. I've denied this. I see it floating there. I know it's not going anywhere else. I know I'm ahead of you in macro.
And HOOG is a prime blocking then.
Oh, and of course with that Overseer going down, he'll deploy block. Contaminating that factory though and slowing down. I didn't even catch what was producing in there. Anything? No. Nothing. So, but yeah, losing that Overseer wasn't the best, but getting some valuable scouting information.
Who keeps letting himself get to
Yeah, that is the most basic rule that you got to remember. As Day9 likes to say it, pylons and probes, or for whatever race you are, it's workers and supply. Workers and supply, always very important. Okay, you were right. We are seeing Hellions with Infernal Pre-Igniter. I totally messed that one up. What did I start calling it? Yeah, I really don't like the fact, though, that HOOG has started to clump up his overlords without spreading them over the map. He really should be having overlords in places where he can easily see what his opponent's doing without them getting killed and be able to scout. He's sort of fallen behind on that, because at the very beginning of the game he was definitely placing overlords smartly.
And then we see a second factory going up.
Yes, we do indeed. Right now, though, I'm really saying Echthros is not on top of his macro. This is really going to hurt him. What do you think? Do you think he really should be focusing on building a lot more units right now? I definitely do.
Yeah,
even though once that Infernal Pre-Igniter does finish, which will be a couple seconds, those Zerglings will become almost useless if microed. But there are a ton of Infestors already on the field, and this will be pretty exciting. With that upgrade in the recent patch, Infestors deal so much damage with their fungal growth because they're now really short period of time, so they can refungal quickly and kill off your army in a matter of seconds. So this could be very bad news if Echthros decides to apply any pressure. As we can see, though, his pressure has made HOOG respawn by building 20 Zerglings, which is basically what you do to a Zerg player, is you just move in there, show that you're moving in, make them build units instead of drones, and force them to not have that economy, and then just pull back and don't actually commit anything or lose any units, and it's a win-win situation for you.
And we have a hidden expansion.
Yeah, I don't know if this is specifically a hidden expansion or if it's just more that he didn't have the time to bust down the rocks and he just put it up there so it was slightly more hidden. But as we can see, beautiful scouting by Echthros. One would almost think that he has map hacks or something. That was beautiful, seeing that expansion going straight up there and checking for it. And now you can see him looking there. I'm on his first person cam right now. So yeah, he looked there and he checked for that. But we see the Zerglings. Oh no, they do not want to go to that watchtower. Oh, that was close. They almost got taken out. Yeah, what do you think about the position HOOG is in right now? Tell me a little bit what you think about about his chances.
Well, I just hope he can defend his third expansion, actually.
Oh, and he does cancel it.
For the Infestors.
Yeah, I definitely would like to see him doing more about that third expansion. That is one of the crucial and hardest things about becoming a good Zerg player. Is getting... Oh, but hold that thought. Look at the Zerglings coming in, flooding the natural expansion. Oh, Echthros having very poor reaction time, not pulling his workers off the line soon enough. Oh, and that Marauder. Poor Marauder. We will miss you. But those Hellions doing a ton of damage with that blue flame. Anyways, yeah, as I was saying before, as you were saying as well, he really needs to worry about that third expansion. Third expansions are the hardest part about becoming a really good Zerg player. And really, he needs to be picking away these rocks into this other blue mineral patch in the very back corner because that's the safest one. Or, of course, he could be going for that greedy gold, which is actually pretty easy to defend. At the same time, he could put all of his units out here, and he would easily be able to defend all of his bases except for medevac drops, which are not even going to come into play anytime soon. Oh, and we see Echthros. He might be going for that gold, which is definitely something that could put him back into this game. What do you think? If he grabs that gold, do you think he has a chance to get back in this?
Well, if he grabs it without...
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if HOOG does make a full attack right now, though. This could be game ending. Oh, that Thor coming out at the wrong time. Spots the two Ultralists, but this Thor, oh, it's not on attack move. It's on the move command. Oh, Echthros not happy about that, and I wouldn't be either. So if we look at the income tab, we can just see that it's 42 to 32, completely favoring the Zerg player. So definitely the Zerg player is definitely a little bit ahead, even with the mules, and he's got a lot more harvesters than... Oh my god, look at how many Ultras are on the field. 8 Ultralists are on the field. Doesn't matter... Oh wow, he is. Yeah, that's not good. He's not been getting supply blocked up until this point yet. And his army now... He's not going to be able to do anything with 8 Ultralists and that many Infestors on the field. Oh, look at this, sending the one Zergly in, saying, do you have an army? Or can I just roll in there and crush you? Looks like Echthros' days are numbered. When's this attack gonna happen? Come on, guys. HOOG, you can just win right now. And his Infestors, I don't like where he's placed them. What he's probably... No, he's not going to even try and draw his opponent's army back. Very big mistake. He's still going to win this battle because his army is that much more superior, but he lost a lot more units than he had to in that engagement by not having the Infestors in place. Oh yes, and the fungal growth going down, workers as well as a ton of infested Terrans popping out, and more fungal growth. Look at how fast those SCVs take damage. Oh my. Well, we'll be seeing a GG any second, and it looks like HOOG is going to take this series 2-0. Echthros putting up a valiant fight, but it just goes to show that you do need to be practicing to stay on top of your game, as his macro just slipped up way too much that game while doing that earlier ass.